we have only 67 apps, Malaysian-made apps. There are now 470,000 apps in App Store and 100,000 apps for iPad alone. So, and 15 billion downloads up to date. Apple have paid app developers 2.5 billion up to date. So there's a chance of doing something here. Now I'm doing a comic-based app with a combination of music download and games as well inside it. So a combination of three things into one. The differences between the apps that we created and other apps is the unique combination. The apps is already a business, and the soundtrack downloading is another business inside the apps. Why I choose comic? Because looking at Marvel, looking at Comic X in the App Store, they're doing very well. We have a lot of comics in Malaysia don't have their own apps yet. We have Gila, we have Kempak, we have Ujang. What if they have their own apps? You can go to maybe music-based magazine, you can do apps for them, they can sell it online without ever have to print it out.
So MyTeksi is actually a dream by two Harvard graduates, Anthony and Hui Ling. So they came back to Malaysia and they had the dream of transforming the taxi industry. MyTeksi aims to transform the taxi industry, giving customers certainty and safety as well. Safety in terms of all our drivers are vetted and they know beforehand who is going to be coming to pick them up. And certainty in terms of you know when you book with us whether a taxi is coming or not. You don't have to wait and call back again to find out. So when we looked into solving this problem for the taxi industry, there was the onboard unit technology which was being used in Singapore. However, it was a bit cost prohibitive, not just for us but also to the driver. And when we saw smartphones being used in the States and in Europe, it just made sense because of the economies of scale. If your phone was faulty today, you could just walk into another shop and just get a replacement. MyTeksi actually has about 800 bookings per day that goes through our system. So we want to take this Malaysian-made product and we want to grow it in the ASEAN market. I think the app economy is really expanding, especially in this region. We being the mobile phone capital of the world. I mean, if you look at Indonesia, you look at Philippines, there's a huge smartphone market there. And there's no reason for us not going into those markets as well. We think that smartphones will eventually just be phones. It'll be so ubiquitous that everyone will just have a smartphone. And with the smartphones, everyone will just be using apps to get about their daily lives, to buy tickets, to watch a movie, to order food. So I think it's going to be a way of life after this.